I think there are a couple of reasons to take our participants to the Amazon. First is like to have a real life experience and understand one of the most sensible ecosystems in the world, which has been called the lungs of the planet, and to understand like how business and these sensible ecosystems interact. We've seen that agriculture impacts the protection of the forest. We can see that there are other approaches to business, like sustainable forms of business, which do not depend on cutting down the forest in order to turn this land into productive land and have a positive contribution economically as well. So I think that this is being there and smelling there and racing and swimming in the river and seeing the ecosystem gives a whole different experience to that. And then I think there's a second point of being able to interact with stakeholders locally, with communities, with business leaders, with political leaders, to understand what are the challenges of changing an economic system from which is currently dominated by let's cut the forest in order to take this land productive to another forms of bioeconomy where these things interact in a less harmful way, let's say. And of course, like one of the big issues is climate change. So the Amazon and growing forests are capturing carbon, cutting down forests and burning them liberates carbon, which adds to the global issues we're facing around climate change. So I feel the experience the students will gain from having these real interactions, and especially like in an international context, to understand a fourth point, that if you go to Manaus, it's like a developing country in a nutshell. So you understand not only the environmental issues, but also the social issues which are connected to what does it mean to protect the Amazon forest or to do business in a way which is in balance with nature and what nature can provide.